morning. This is what to pray and say in the morning. Good Thursday morning, everybody. Good morning. Hope everybody is doing well. Everybody has had a blessed night, a restful night, and ready to start today, Thursday, at home with your feet up, with a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, a cup of cocoa tea, local cocoa, whatever, a cup of juice, whatever you're drinking this morning, whatever you're consuming, whatever you're doing, do it at home. It's Thursday, complete lockdown across the island, except if you're an essential service or essential worker. Other than that, everybody should be at home. Good morning, everybody. It is the 23rd day of April 2020. Let's get it started here as usual. Bigging up the posse. Good morning to the folks joining us on the GBN Television Facebook page, the Grenada Broadcasting Network's YouTube channel, GBN channel 7, 11, or 20, and those of you listening on Hot 98.5, 98.7, Classic 105.5, 105.9. Morning, everybody. Yeah. Good. Sometimes that is too wild in the dance. That is too wild in it. Good morning to all the folks joining us across the region. Trinidad and Tobago, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Antigua, Anguilla, Dominica, Barbados, Jamaica, Haiti, Dominican Republic, Cuba, the Bermuda, the Bahamas, Puerto Rico, St. Kitts and Nevis, Venezuela, Guyana, St. Bart, St. Martin, and St. Martin. Good morning, everybody. Internationally, the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Switzerland, Sweden, Australia, Austria, North, South Korea, Japan, Taiwan, China, Spain, Italy, Bahrain, Iraq, Afghanistan, Botswana, Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya. Good morning, everybody. Hold on, wait, let me get a list here. Hold on. Brazil, Cameroon, Chile, Colombia, Mexico, Croatia, Cyprus, you see? Denmark, Ecuador. Good morning to the folks joining us in France. I haven't hailed up France. Good morning, Germany, Greece, Iceland, India. No, my brain didn't feel like it working. I like when the brain working and coming up with the names of the countries for myself. This listing is sitting too well on my chest. So I'll be going back to using my brain power. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody is well. All right, let's do it. Word of the day this morning. The word of the day this morning, fardel. Fardel. It's a noun which means a bundle or burden. Fardel. Fardel holds a place in the annals of classic literature for its use in Hamlet's famous soliloquy, "Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life?" Then again in The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Oh, I remember The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Fardel entered English in the 14th century. An example of the use of the word, "Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary file?" Another example of the use of the word, "Who can endure to leave the future all unguessed and sit tamely down to groan under the fardel of the present?" No. The word of the day this morning, fardel, F-A-R-D-E-L, a noun which means a bundle or burden. Okay, fardel. All right, got it. And this morning's COVID tip of the day, stay physically active during self-quarantine. Stay physically active during self-quarantine. As countries are taking stronger measures to contain the spread of COVID-19, self-quarantine and temporary closing of businesses may affect normal food-related practices. Healthy individuals, as well as those showing acute respiratory disease symptoms, are being requested to stay at home. In some countries, this stay-at-home order, or should I say around the world, this stay-at-home order is affecting lots of people who need to stay active. A little exercise in your living room, in your yard, or in your veranda can go a long way to ensure that you stay physically active as the rest of the world locks down. So stay active. Get up, walk around the place, go in the yard, do some jumping jacks, get a skipping rope, just walk around the house, the perimeter of your property a few times, build up a little sweat, maybe do some push-ups, some home exercises, do little things that could continue to keep you active. You are locked down at home, but you're not locked down to the bed or to the chair. So stay physically active. Good morning. The person who are telling good morning. All right, let's see what's celebrated. A few things celebrated today. Today it is Cherry Cheesecake Day. I inside. Oh, we're getting a cherry cheesecake today, boy. What to celebrate tomorrow, please a lot. Today it is also Lost Dog Awareness Day, Picnic Day, Take a Chance Day, Talk Like Shakespeare Day. We can't do that one. Take our children to work day and poem in your pocket day. Okay, all right. Let's see what we could celebrate today. We can't really do not much with them. Okay, we can have picnic day at home. So when y'all cook lunch, even breakfast, when you cook breakfast and you cook lunch, spread a sheet or a blanket in the living room and have a little picnic among yourselves at home. That could possibly be the only thing we could celebrate today. We could commemorate Lost Dog Awareness Day. Remember all the dogs that maybe ran away from home, or you know somebody whose dog left home and never returned. Let's remember our lost dogs. What else? We can maybe talk like Shakespeare too. Listen, try it out, okay? Just try things at home. This is part of staying active. Do things at home. Just look it up. What is celebrated today? Look it up and see what you can celebrate today. The picnic I know we could do, and Lost Dog Awareness Day we could do. I'm going to try and remember if I lost any dogs over the years. All right, let's see what's taking place here locally. One of the things I saw yesterday was a notice from government, the Ministry of Agriculture, as it relates to operational guidelines for abattoir services. There will be abattoir services available tomorrow, Friday, God willing, in Grenville, St. George's, Guave, and Sates. But there are guidelines to be observed. For the vendors, the meat must be packaged. The vendors must wear face masks, a maximum of 2 people per vending station, and vendors must not encourage loitering. For customers, you're asked to pre-order for collection tomorrow, Friday. Wear face masks and adhere to social distance protocols. If you want to place an order there are a lot of numbers. There are a lot of numbers that you would be asked to call if you want to place an order. So I would once again suggest getting onto social media. The information is available on the GIS Facebook page, the Government Information Service of Grenada Facebook page. There are 6 numbers for Grenville, 7 for St. George, 1 each for Guave and Sates. Too many numbers and y'all may not remember them all. So get onto the GIS Facebook page, look for the news release, the press release about the information, get the numbers so that you can place your order. If you want to collect meat tomorrow, God willing, you must pre-order for collection. So go onto Facebook and get a number. Ask somebody to do it for you if you aren't able to do so. There are also guidelines for new students who would like to become a member or become a student at the T.A. Marisho Community College. One of the things, there are a few things that you need to do. You also need to look for that information as well. So the parents and students who would like to join the T.A. Marisho Community College, look onto the Time CC Facebook page as well, and the website for the information on how you can apply to become a student. Again, it's a lot of information, but I'm passing it on so everybody would be aware. So look out for all this information, the time we are spending online, and so look for useful information that can help you and your family. So you're going to GIS for abattoir services and TAMCC Facebook page or website for information on becoming a first-year student at the institution. I believe that is all I have to share. Right, let's get ready for the news. Those of you on radio, the morning edition of news. Those of you on our visual platforms, we bring you a highlight of last evening's newscast. This is Good Morning Grenada on Classic, Hot, and GBN. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
Good evening from the GBN. I am Beverly Tullisford. After After several tests to confirm a suspected case of the COVID-19 coronavirus, health officials on Wednesday say the individual is now Grenada's 15th positive case of the virus. Cherry and Blackman Stephen has this report.
Grenada on Wednesday confirmed its 15th positive case of the coronavirus. The troubling results were delivered by COVID-19 response coordinator Dr. George Mitchell.
The individual is a 45-year-old male who, we announced to the nation, was admitted to the hospital on Sunday, April 19th, exhibiting symptoms consistent with COVID-19. Several screening tests were done at the local level on Sunday and Monday, and we already announced to the nation the results of these tests. We subsequently informed that we were going to run consecutive PCR tests on this individual, which we did, both at the local and at the regional level through CARFA. The final results came in this morning, and the individual is now officially declared positive for COVID-19.
The new COVID-19 case in question has no travel history, and as such, health officials are concerned about the possibility of community spread or community transmission.
He has been isolated in the COVID section of our hospital since Sunday night and is being treated for symptoms. Until now, all confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Grenada have been imported or imported related. This current individual in question has no travel history, and currently officials are yet to determine whether he has been in contact with any of the previously confirmed cases.
Dr. Mitchell said that the scope of testing possible contacts has been broadened.
Health officials have been in discussions with the employer of this individual, and employees have been asked to self-isolate. We have already commenced testing of every known contact of this individual, including his fellow employees, in keeping with our contact tracing protocol. In the days ahead, these efforts will continue.
He said that more than 600 rapid tests were conducted already, and a target to test 1% of the population is ongoing. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
Meanwhile, health officials say they are now into phase 5 of their COVID-19 response, but the acting chief medical officer has a request for Grenadians. More in this report.
Acting Chief Medical Officer Dr. Francis Martin says the way to succeed over COVID-19 is adhering to the protective guidelines as set out by government. The health officials are now into a new level of COVID-19 response.
We're in gear number 5, and that is TTT. Test, track, and treat. We got to get people tested. We got to track what they're doing and treat the circumstances that we find out. So this is where the investigations that Dr. Charles has said, the investigation is going to be gone into high gear as we try to test as much as we can, track those we need to track, and treat those.
In a virtual interview with GBN on Wednesdays to the Point with host Blossom Alexis-Welsh, Dr. Martin called on Grenadians to stop asking for additional days to satisfy their comfort. He says that more days can put the country's COVID-19 response back to square one.
And the reason they ask for days is people don't want to make the sacrifices that they need to stay at home. This is an opportunity for your backyard gardening, so you don't need, yes, I know we need the farmers, but it's an opportunity for you to bunker down and find ways to function within yourself. Stop asking for more days. We're going to do the best we can to give access as we can, but the health of the nation must be our first priority, and the decision, we have to take that as our first priority.
As it relates to recovered patients of COVID-19, Dr. Martin is encouraging Grenadians to refrain from discriminating against these individuals when they return to their communities.
Let's not refuse to look at the psychological impact it can have on them and how society we're going to accept them. These are people who've gone through an infection and will become well, and for all intents and purposes will have the ability to rejoin society with no problems. I just hope that we as a people are going to not continue the stigma and discrimination against people of that nature.
Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
Prime Minister and Chairman of Cabinet, Dr. Keith Mitchell, says he is extremely satisfied with the outcome of the first meeting of the task force mandated to examine ways to reactivate economic activity in Grenada post-COVID-19. Dr. Mitchell chaired the meeting on Wednesday, which brought together representatives of multiple sectors and associations, along with government officials. In his opening remarks to the attendees, Dr. Mitchell said the unprecedented global crisis stresses the need for collective action to determine the way forward. The Prime Minister commended participants for their commitment to serve. Elaborating on the role of the task force, Dr. Mitchell said, the task force will help to formulate and build on ideas and suggestions to stimulate economic recovery.
I think the key thing is we realize that COVID-19 has certainly changed the whole landscape of development and what's taking place in our country. It has affected the lives of almost every citizen of this country, but at all levels. The harsh reality that we have to come to terms with, that we have to learn how to work now and build our country in the context of COVID-19, because it's not going to go away overnight. And it means, therefore, that task force will then be helping to work and to build and suggestions and ideas and going forward as far as our economy is concerned. And to do that, we needed to have all stakeholders, and that I thought that we were able on short notice to get the presence of so many persons who have their own responsibility in these tough times to be at this meeting and to provide the kind of suggestions that we received, and the urgency which all the members seem to apply impressed me a lot, and I look forward to our working together.
Salute by Sound, an initiative of the Ministry of Tourism and Civil Aviation in partnership with the Grenada Tourism Authority, is calling on Grenadians to use instruments at their disposal, such as horns, drums, steel pans, etc., to make a loud sound wherever they are in salute to the nation's frontline and essential workers. GBN spoke with Communications Officer at the GTA, Ria Murray, about the initiative.
Since Grenada has been put under a limited state of emergency and also 24-hour curfew in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, our essential workers and our frontline workers have been out there working tirelessly to ensure that Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique remain safe and remain functioning. So we just wanted to do this initiative to get everyone on board in thanking our essential workers and our frontline workers for all that they are doing.
Welcome back. Earth Day falls on April 22nd each year. The day was first launched in 1970, which sparked protest action for environmental reform. Earth Day 2020 is observed under the banner Climate Action. The theme reflects the enormous challenge, but also the vast opportunities of action on climate change, and distinguish the issue as the most pressing topic for the 50th anniversary. The details in this report.
The world is currently experiencing a decrease in pollution, which is one of the pluses coming out of the global lockdown brought on by the pandemic COVID-19. India, for the first time in so many years, is boasting of seeing the Himalayas due to a decrease in air pollutants. Today marks the 50th anniversary of Earth Day, when millions of people around the world are expected to mobilize to protect the planet. With the majority of the globe on lockdown, 2020 will be slightly different, with organizers asking people to rally online instead for the first ever Digital Earth Day. Speaking to Dr. Angus Friday, Executive Chair of the Atlantean Biosphere Program, says what people must realize is that the world would never be the same after COVID-19.
He sees this as the opportune time to review and accelerate adaptation to renewable energy and other energy efficiency measures.
The good news with COVID-19 is that we are seeing less pollution for the first time globally. People in India being able to see the Himalaya mountains, for example, for the first time because of the lack of urban smog. So what this proves is that our global economy has the capacity to pivot and to change the way we do things very rapidly. And this is very good news indeed for climate change overall. In addition to that, there's a key concern that COVID-19 is causing a global recession, and therefore actions for adaptation could be one way of getting people back to work and of ensuring that we are ready for climate impacts.
During a discussion earlier today with the Global Commission for Adaptation, Dr. Friday says emphasis was placed on the urban water nexus and bold international action.
Overall, there is a concern globally, and this has been expressed also by the Global Commission for Adaptation, that with COVID-19, there's a danger that the world forgets about the dangers of climate change. But the climate change dangers basically continue. Even if we were to stop all pollution as of today, the atmospheric system has a certain amount of momentum and inertia built into it, where we would see that climate change processes and climate change impacts continue to happen for some time.
Christelina John, GBN News.
The presence of the global pandemic COVID-19 can be blamed for a number of changes, one of which is the latest announcement by U.S. President Donald Trump. Details in this report.
According to a BBC Online article on Tuesday, U.S. President Donald Trump says he will halt applications for foreign nationals seeking permanent residence in the U.S. because of the coronavirus crisis. A number of Grenadians are likely to be affected by this move. A day after he announced the move in an ambiguous tweet, Mr. Trump says the measures would protect American jobs. It is not clear how effective it will be, as most visa services have already been suspended because of the outbreak. The ban could be extended much longer, depending on how the economy is doing, he says. Democrats have accused the administration of using the pandemic to crack down on immigration. The issue has traditionally been a strong campaigning theme for Mr. Trump, a Republican, but has taken a backseat during the crisis and in the lead-up to the November elections. Christelina John, GBN News.
As e-learning fully comes on stream and students, parents and principals seek balance between schoolwork and the duties at home, the Ministry of Education says they remain mindful of the psychosocial support needed for all involved. Careful consideration is also being given to students with special needs during the physical lockdown of schools. We get the details on these developments from this story.
The Ministry Student Support Unit and Special Needs Unit are fully operational as students remain home, and Minister for Education Emmeline Pierre impresses that they will be expanded and further structured. During the Trinity term, Minister Pierre says its counsellors will be on call and available to students, principals and teachers privately. These counsellors, she adds, will also be on call-in programs and social media platforms for general support. The Education Minister highlights that a weekly online parenting program will be adopted for the improvement of parenting skills while increasing their ability to support online learning.
A guide to a structured timetable will be provided to schools, and the final timetables, which must cater for family time, mental breaks, fun time, and chores, will be shared with parents.
Especially for teachers, the minister says great consideration has been given to them as they work from home, assist their children who are also students, and do household duties.
We have been and continue to consider that our teachers and all other workers who are out there, while they are challenged to support their children at home, some of them are engaged in other work and same situation with our teachers. But we have gone further to extend additional services to our teachers through over 50 counselors that we have within the Ministry of Education. So that service is not restricted just to students, but to our teachers and our principals. And as they lead, we do understand that it's a challenging time for all of us to lead.
Minister Pierre notes that the school feeding program for needy students is being incorporated within the payment of the seed program for the nutritional and social well-being of all students. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
A number of artists have come on board using their social media platforms to raise awareness on the dangers of the COVID-19 pandemic. Extempo has been the recent trend. However, a well-known stalwart in the Calypso arena has done it a bit differently. Christina John spoke with Finley Jeffrey, scholar, and has details in this report.
The message really to Grenadians is that this thing is not a short sprint, it's a marathon, really. We are in it for the long haul, so we should not really let up our guards. We should not let our guards down and become complacent, but we should keep struggling, keep fighting to kick this dreaded thing from here.
9-time Calypso monarch of Grenada, Finley Jeffrey, has once again put pen to paper in what he is best known for, strong lyrics. This time, Jeffrey teamed up with his daughter Zedel Jeffrey. His song, entitled Song of Resilience, was written to remind Grenadians of their inner strength. This song, he says, also speaks of togetherness. To face this crisis at hand, he says, it calls for a collaborative effort with everyone doing their part to strike out the virus.
The song is a song of resilience. It's a song that goes to the heart of who the Grenadian is. The Grenadian is a person who has undergone historically struggles, who has overcome a lot of difficult times. And so this is what the song is saying. We have done it before, and we can do it again. We know that it is a dangerous virus, but we'll overcome. And so in the song is filled with metaphors and language that speaks to struggle, speaks to fight.
Part of his song addresses the long-term economic effect after the pandemic. Jeffrey hails his daughter Zedel, who he said did an exceptional job in the production of this song. He's producer for his expertise, while at the same time observing the social distancing protocols, and special recognition was given to all of the frontline workers.
Finally, I want to tip my hat off to the police, the frontline workers, the health workers, the people who work in stores, the people who deliver, and so on, who have been doing a remarkable job fighting on the front line. They are the frontline people. They are the people who have drawn their swords and they are fighting for us, to keep us safe, to feed us and whatnot. I have never been more proud of our police force as I am now.
Here's a taste of Scholar's Song of Resilience.
Fly with flag, half mast, throw up our hands and surrender, 'cause every bone in we body is defiance. We will fly with flag, half mast, for this messenger of Lucifer. We want to show true common and resilience, and I know we'll be this. Pull up my brother when he's lapsing, obey the social distancing, all the protocols for food hygiene. We ain't going out, we staying in.
Christina John, GBN News.
Welcome back. A trade agreement between Petite Martinique and St. Vincent post-COVID-19 and a deeper and true appreciation for Cuban healthcare in the region were among matters brought to the Upper House of Parliament by Senator Ron Redhead recently. Jared Joseph has more.
Building on the statements made by Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell, who called for an end to the sanctions on Cuba and Venezuela as the world faces a pandemic, Senator Ron Redhead once more. Senator Redhead highlights that the region should not only learn from the knowledge and expertise of the Cubans, but incorporate it as the standard in their own countries.
It must be more than that, and this has nothing to do with the ideological standing of Cuba, but everything to do, Mr. President, with the health and the quality of the health, especially in public health, that they are providing. And I believe, Mr. President, as we emerge from COVID-19, that is the type of thinking that the region must have going forward.
The young senator also believes that the $50 million stimulus package is insufficient after considering the collapse of the tourism sector and the closure of SGU and many small businesses.
The slowdown, Mr. President, in our view, is going to create a debt crisis. So in my mind, and just to add to what the private sector representative was saying, we should not only do this now and then have to come back later. And in my mind, I believe we are not only going to have to be passing stimulus packages, but we are going to be looking in terms of debt restructuring again in the near future. We must keep that in mind, Mr. President, and we must begin to chart the course forward along those lines.
He again called for a diversification of the economy to mitigate against external shocks, which were made evident with COVID-19.
And so the quality of the policies that we are going to be putting forward, it must make sense in that context. Where do we go from here? The question of recovery, it is repeated over and over today. And what we are going to do different, not the same. Not just put something there and a loan here and so on, but something different.
Recommendations coming from the senator are that key policy responses to fight the coronavirus should include strengthening health preparation and response capacities, among others. Proper management of the stimulus package is another concern expressed by Senator Redhead. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
The National Disaster Management Agency, NADMA, has announced contingency plans for both the current health storm, COVID-19, together with the upcoming 2020 Atlantic hurricane season. That was disclosed on Monday by the Acting National Disaster Coordinator of NADMA, Superintendent Sylvan McIntyre. Akeisha Felix has more.
The National Disaster Management Agency, NADMA, has been tasked with a number of responsibilities during the limited state of emergency. However, the agency, which deals primarily with disaster management, will have double the task come June 1st, the designated start of the 2020 Atlantic hurricane season. Acting National Disaster Coordinator for NADMA, Superintendent Sylvan McIntyre, said plans are in place for the upcoming hurricane season. However, he noted that some of these plans are being reviewed to adjust to the current state of Grenada, Carrick, and Petite Martinique due to COVID-19.
That we are conducting concurrent activities. We are not sitting on our laurels while the hurricane season is just upon us. So we've been looking at our shelter inspection process, our coordinators. As a matter of fact, the COVID intervention has propelled some of our activities for the hurricane season. We have revisited most of our plans, our contact listings, etc., and our district readiness has been mobilized in response to the COVID issue. And our district coordinators have been positioned in the event that our services were required. So this gives us a jump start into the hurricane season. One of the things we have looked at in particular is how we will prepare our shelters in the event that the COVID situation rolls out into the hurricane season, and God forbid that it increases to another level, that we have to have the hurricane season and have the COVID to deal with. We've looked at isolation areas within facilities, separation areas, as to how that can be handled. So yes, we are fully aware of the hurricane season and we are prepared. We are being prepared for it. Thank you.
Superintendent McIntyre said while NADMA stands ready to deal with the hurricane season, full preparedness is solely on the state.
We are positioned as the state would afford us to. Whatever readiness we have, whatever resources we have, it belongs to the state. And our co-function is that of coordination. In this instance, we have a community health, we have a health issue, and so it is definitely driven by the health department, and so this is one of the reasons why you have not seen us for fronting most of the areas.
The forecast from meteorologists at Colorado State University is for 16 named storms to strike during the season, up from the seasonal average of 12 named storms. 4 of these storms are predicted to become major hurricanes. Akeisha Felix for GBN News.
Get Rubigas. Get cooking. Rubigas, clean, safe, and reliable LPG is the perfect solution for your commercial and everyday needs. For cooking at home or barbecuing, choose Rubigas LPG cylinders. Available in a variety of sizes from 20 to 100 pound cylinders. Rubigas LPG, clean, safe, reliable. Are you cooking with Rubigas?
It's detox time again at Nirvana Natural Health Clinic Detox Center. The festive season is over, so let's start 2020 looking and feeling like a boss with our many body cleansing options. Purchase detox products as low as $50. Purchase detox combo packs as low as $100. Receive 10% off on all in-house colonic irrigation treatment. Take control of your health now. Don't delay. Call us on 231-6642, 418-7115, or 449-7753. We are located in Belmont St. George's, close to the Fall Edge area. These offers are valid from January to March or while stocks last. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic Detox Center. Detox your way to health.
Whenever we're faced with difficulties, we find comfort in those we know and trust. This is especially true when a loved one has died.
Welcome to Otway Bailey Funeral Home.
For over 100 years, Otway Bailey Funeral Home has helped families celebrate the lives of their loved ones with compassion and dignity. Our affordability, attention to detail, warm and caring staff has contributed us being the funeral home of choice for official and state funerals. We treat you as we would treat our own family. All of our services are designed to help you get through one of the most personal and challenging stages of life, whether it's planning a funeral, joining our burial society, or pre-arrangements. You can be assured of the Otway Bailey commitment to consistently provide the most caring and professional service possible with the best options and price. So call us 440-2558 or visit our website, otwaybaileyfuneralhome.org.
At Otway Bailey, we offer the perfect tribute any family can afford.
5 things you need to know about self-isolation. Stay home. If you are told to self-isolate, it means staying at home, not going to work, school, or other public places, and you should not have any visitors. Separate yourself. If you live with others, then you need to stay in a well-ventilated bedroom with the doors shut. If you have to share a bathroom, then use it after everyone else. Don't share towels and toiletries, as this may put others at risk. Call ahead. If you develop symptoms such as a fever or cough, then seek advice first by calling the Ministry of Health's hotline at 538-4787 or 458-4787. Please do not show up at a medical center or hospital, as this may put others at risk. Take care with waste. If you test positive, your waste should be double bagged and disposed of separately. Create a buddy system. If you live on your own, you can plan with friends and family to check in with each other and run essential errands if one becomes sick. Once sick, they should leave groceries on the doorstep. Why it's important. COVID-19 causes a mild illness for 4 out of 5 persons. Self-isolating will help protect the older generation and those who may have underlying health problems from getting infected.
Part of
of our social media revamp, the GBN is committed on providing accurate information by just one click through our social media platforms. You can now follow our Facebook page at GBN Television, together with our sister stations Classic FM Grenada and Hot FM Grenada. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Grenada Broadcasting Network. They say one picture is worth 1,000 words. Now you have the opportunity to follow us on Instagram at GBN_news and our newly added WhatsApp feature to our News and Current Affairs Department on telephone number 473-405-3052. GBN, with you, anywhere, everywhere.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, Daisy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
It's detox time again at Nirvana Natural Health Clinic Detox Center. The festive season is over, so let's start 2020 looking and feeling like a boss with our many body cleansing options. Purchase detox products as low as $50. Purchase detox combo packs as low as $100. Receive 10% off on all in-house colonic irrigation treatment. Take control of your health now. Don't delay. Call us on 231-6642, 418-7115, or 449-7753. We are located in Belmont St. George's, close to the Fall Edge area. These offers are valid from January to March or while stocks last. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic Detox Center. Detox your way to health.
Welcome back to Good Morning Grenada. It is 18 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. Good morning, everybody. Those of you just joining us, just getting out of bed, get ready to relax at home, kick your feet up, just have a time, sit, relax. You're tuned into the station that you need to be tuned into, whether it's Classic 105, Hot 98, GBN channel 711 or 20, or you're on our Facebook page or YouTube channel. Good morning to you. Big up all your wholesales this morning. All right, it's distraction time. I call it distraction, but technically it's entertainment for me as well. All right, let's see what's going on this morning. This morning, we're going to do two things. The first one, we are going to, let me see how I can phrase it. I saw this on social media and it was very entertaining, so I'm bringing it. All you know, every time I see something, I bring it for my viewers and listeners. If you can describe 2020 as a food, what would it be? If 2020 was a food, what would it be? If you find 2020 was the shot, so far 2020 is the best year, you can describe it as one of your favorite things to eat. If you think 2020 sucks and it has been very traumatizing, you can describe it as something that you dislike. So if 2020 was a food, what would it be? 435-2041 is the number to call and contribute. You can also send in your answers on the GBN Television Facebook page, the Grenada Broadcasting Network's YouTube channel. You can hit us up on the WhatsApp. It's also 435-2041. But please do not voice or video call the WhatsApp. We can't take those calls. Please do not send voice messages. We can't listen to the voice messages. Do not send any links. We cannot click on the link. Just type in your responses and I will relay them to my viewers and listeners for you. So if 2020... What's up? If 2020 was a food, what would it be? Oh, great. Somebody on WhatsApp says it sucks. It's like porridge. Porridge does suck. Don't do porridge, man. Lime. If 2020 was a food, it would be a lime. Oh gosh, it's sour. 2020 would be rice. That's a good thing or a bad thing? Because it have people that love rice, it have people that hate rice. Good morning. 2020 would be a coconut. A good thing or a bad thing? Tell me if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Okay, so the person with rice says it's a bad thing. Oh, they're coming up with these things. I wasn't looking for these answers, I'll be honest. Somebody says if 2020 was a food, stinking toe. In a good way or a bad way? If 2020 was a food, what would it be? Pea soup, it's a good thing. You find 2020 was a good thing? Oh, you had a different 2020 to me. So far, very hard, but I like that. If 2020 was a food, it would be a coconut. So far, it's been very hard, but we can and will survive. Okay, all right, it's hard, but once you get on the inside, it's sweet and okay. I see where you're going. I like it. All right, this person said fig and saltfish in a good way or a bad way? Let me know. Good morning.
Good morning, Blossom. How are you?
I'm good. How you do?
Pretty good.
Nice. If 2020 was a food, what would it be?
It would be a food that we're not prepared to eat.
Name it. Okay, what's a food you dislike or you like?
Sour food.
Sour food. Okay, if you say so. All right. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Sour food, I like that. If 2020 was a food, what would it be? The fig and saltfish person in a good way or a bad way? I know I'm saying they would fig and saltfish in there. If 2020 was a food, it would be callaloo soup in a tasteless way. Ugh. Tasteless callaloo soup is nice. Somebody says 2020 would be an onion because it makes me cry. We flute. Somebody says, what's up, man? Why does we doing that? Somebody says 2020 would be cold KFC fries. That's tough. Because cold KFC fries, very painful to eat. It's painful. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Miss Jacob.
Some sweetheart.
Some days no wine here. Yo, what going on?
Baby, I did, sweetheart.
You behaving?
I'm behaving well, good girl.
Make sure.
Well, good. And I hope you're taking good care of my mommy.
I am. I'm trying.
Yeah, you have to try.
All right. So if 2020 was a food, what would it be?
Huh?
If 2020 was a food, what would it be?
If 2020 was a food?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. For what I see for 2020, I have a joke for you. For 2020, our Lord speaking to us.
Mm-hmm.
You don't understand me? Our Lord speaking to us. You know what our Lord was? Our Lord put us inside. Our Lord put us inside to wash we hand. Understand? And cover we mouth.
But what food would it be?
What food it would be?
Yes, if 2020 was a food, what food would it be?
Oh, boy, for me. 2020, the beginning of 2020, for me, it's so nice. That's nice.
So what food don't you like?
What food I don't like?
Mm-hmm.
What food I like? Or what food I don't like?
What you don't like?
What food I don't like? Oh, God, Lord have mercy.
Think about it.
I don't like.
Okay, think about it and you'll come back and tell me.
I will call you back and tell you what I don't like.
Okay.
Okay, sweetheart?
All right, have a good one.
Love you, right, bye-bye.
Morning, Miss Jacob. All right, let's see. If 2020 was a food, what would it be? Let me go back by the phone. Phone lines. Good morning.
Morning, Blossom. How are you?
I'm good. How you do?
I'm really taking it easy. I see you enjoying the carnival. Caribbean, my carnival this year.
Apparently, I had to take it all now.
Yes.
So if 2020 was a food, what would it be?
2020 is a wake-up call for Grenadians.
No, what food would it be?
Food?
Yes.
Macaroni pie.
You don't like macaroni pie?
I don't force the same thing, so.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
I don't force. I like my local things. I don't force them with that.
Fair enough. Understood.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good one.
Same to you.
All right. All right. What food would 2020 be? Somebody on YouTube says 2020 would be a fried set egg. Ugh. Ugh. All the treated 2020 real bad. Ugh. All right, it would be ramen. First of all, that's disrespectful to ramen. I could eat a 2 ramen and get tired of me. Ramen and sausage and egg. Don't do me that, man. Ramen is a good. Don't do me that. Horrible tasting medicine. Hot pepper. Hot pepper in a good way or a bad way? Because it has a nice flavor. Hot pepper does add a nice flavor. So tell me, it's my daughter's first time making oil long. You love it, but if you're afraid to taste it. If 2020 was a food, what would it be? No me that sent and call her. Okay? She came. A peas and rice without peas. So just rice? If 2020 was a food, what would it be? It burns all it. Chinese food. Chinese food in a good way or a bad way? Yeah, good Chinese food. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you do?
All right.
If 2020 was a food, what would it be?
Well, I will call that food a testing food, which is rest good for life. The food for life and health.
The food for life and health.
Yes, rest.
Okay. All right. Okay. If 2020 was a food, what would it be? Let's see. Pea soup is a good thing because we still have the breath of life. Okay, fair enough. I see where you're coming from. 2020 as a food would be an orange. When you get it not tasting nice at all, but when you get more into it, it might be sweet or sour. Okay. All right. So you got to get into the middle of it to really get the juice and the flavors. I see what you're saying. Somebody says 2020 would be a yard fowl. Listen, yard fowl does taste good, man. Aloe soup. In a good way or a bad way. I've never had it, so I wouldn't know. Good morning. Noni, which is good with an awful taste. So 2020 is good with an awful taste. Let me go back by the phone line. Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Blossom. For me personally, it will be pilau because for me pilau to dry, I like wet food.
Okay.
All right, so take it easy for the day, right?
You too.
Okay. Cool.
I like that pilau to dry. I like wet food. If 2020 was a food, what would it be? It's like hot potato. You wanted it, but when you reach in the mouth, you realize it's too hot for you. Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, we got rid of 2019 now. We was like, come through 2020. We retired at 2019 making us see trouble. We send and call 2020 and look. 2020 tell us I reach. It's a good thing it would be a Trinidadian roti. Different levels and flavors, but would be very good at the end. You would be satisfied. I like all you're thinking positivity and optimism. It started out shaky, but it would end positively. It would end good. Okay, I see all you're saying. I'm with it. If 2020 was a food, I would say smoked herring, making all my mouth tie up. Oh, great. Pumpkin soup. Oh, gosh. What is pumpkin soup? Okay, well, then, yeah, I really like pumpkin soup. If 20... Disclaimer, can't read on air. So don't send it for me. I can't read on the people air, Lord. If 2020 was a food, it would be Trini oil long and see-through sorrel with brown sugar. Huh? Oh, great. Even sweetened with brown sugar and it's still see-through. Something ain't right. Macaroni pie with no cheese. Nobody don't want it. Well, yeah. So just bake macaroni and egg. It would be A stinking toe, another year, but it open stink. Corona stink in the wall. Oh, great. 2020, only hot in 2020 feelings. A half cookie had fall, hard to chew and difficult to digest. It will be like hard blogger and fig. Ugh. If 2020 was a food, it would be crab. Crab in a good way or crab in a bad way? Good morning. If 2020 was a food, it would be like a ripe, soft, Julie mango. I see what you're saying, but Julie mango is still a shot though. But I get what you're saying. If 2020 was a food, it will be shell food because of my allergies. Good morning.
Morning, Blossom.
How you do?
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm not too bad myself.
And what you bringing on there this morning, this food thing? If 2020 was a plate of food, I will just turn my back on it because it will upset my stomach. I know it will take away my life. I wouldn't eat it.
But what food would it be?
This food, I wouldn't eat no food from 2020.
No. If 2020 was a food,
like if 2020 was a food, they have a fish with a big blood in it. They call tuna. Every time I eat that fish, it upsets my stomach and make me sick. I would not have no part in eating any food.
So 2020 as a food would be tuna?
It would be tuna.
Okay, no problem.
Eat it at all. No eating it. They have a redness and they have a bloody part.
All right.
Make your stomach upset and sick.
Okay. Have a good one.
You have a blessed one.
If 2020 was a food, why all they keep dissing ramen? 2020 would be soft drink, not good for children. Brain helps with diabetes and ramen. Well, what ramen do all here? I feel like I need to stand up for my ramen. Oil dung, which will get people sick with diabetes. How oil dung getting people sick with that? Don't do oil dung that, nah man. Oh, if 2020 was a food, let me go back. Hold on, let me go back by Facebook. Hold on, I'm looking through castor oil. Ugh. Bananas with coconut oil. Mango beef, sweet in the start but sour in the seed. Cod liver oil. Oh jeez. Oh great, like somebody complaining about the smoking perseverance. Lots I see in them and I see the complaints. Lime, it's sour but it's good for seasoning. Gospo. Oh gosh, what Gospo do you? Okay, that person. Nah man, they busy man, man. If 2020 was a food, what food would it be? It would be bitter cassava because it's trying to kill us. If 2020 was a food, it would be like drinking masa liver. Where's masa liver to wash out? Oh, tastes bad and flush you out for a while. Why all wash out don't taste good? I wonder. It could be mackerel because I hate mackerel and I hate the way the year has started off. Which mackerel? The one in the tin or the one we cook for Good Friday? Somebody says it would be Jack's. That scratching hard to deal with. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm good. If 2020 was a food, it would be okra.
Amen, my sister. Amen. I agree. I agree. Have a good one.
I will. Thank you very much. Right. Okay.
I was waiting for somebody to say it. If 2020 was a food for me, it'll be okra. I don't like that thing at all. And don't try to convince me otherwise. I hear it's good for you, yada, yada, yada. Eat your brightly colored vegetables. Nope. Not okra. AKA okra. Or should I say okra, AKA okra? No, whatever you call it. No. All right. Somebody says 2020 would be overcooked tuna. Tough. It would be seen as we own oil dung and mix up the good, the bad, and the unhealthy. Okay. The good, the bad, and the unhealthy. You know what? I feel you. I see where you're coming from with that oil only. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, how you do?
I'm fine, thank you.
If 2020 was a food, what would it be?
Crab and dumpling.
In a good way or a bad way?
Bad way.
You don't like crab and dumpling?
No.
Why?
The crab hard to eat and it make you hungry after a while.
Yeah, eating crab is a workout. Okay, yeah. I'll get that one. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, boy, eating crab is a whole day walk, you know. And then when you come out there, oi! I see what you're saying, sister. I feel you. If 2020 was a food, it would be Grenadian oil dung attempted by Trinis that turned out to be a soup. You ready to start confusion again between the countries? Every time you get to the oil dung debate between Grenada and Trinidad is problems. Bare problems and beef and war on social media. But I see where you're coming from. If 2020 was a food, it'd be like a piece of hot yam that stuck to the roof of your mouth, and not for thy kingdom come you could get it out. Aye. Oh, great. Hot yam in the roof of your mouth. Lost. I love my people and I love my people. I'll just come up with some kind of things in the dance. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you do?
Good.
Oh, if 2020 was a food, what would it be?
Aloes. Bitter.
Okay, I see what you're saying. All right. Oh, great. Hot yam on my mind. I don't eat yam, so I wouldn't know the experience. I don't like yam either. Beat me. Oil dung. I'm tired with oil dung and I'm tired with COVID-19. You're tired with oil dung? I wonder if I could get tired of oil dung. I don't eat it often, so I wouldn't. I mean, I'm probably eating it every day. Somebody says, if 2020 was a food, it would be Zeba pig. 3-day-old porridge. Ugh. What kind of porridge do? Oats? Hard to chew and swallow. Pork has good taste, but it's full of disease. So it'll be pork. Okay. Stew pork. Lost again hungry. All right. Both. Oh, you don't like no mackerel at all. Oh, you're tough, girl. You're tough. Callaloo soup when the callaloo in mashup. Oh, great. 2020 was a food. It would be oyster in the shell. People have to start inside. All creative, you know. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you do?
I'm good. It would be sea grew.
In a good way or a bad way?
Whatever way, sea grew.
Okay. All creative, you know. Layer fall. You have to use up all your gas before you could enjoy it. Huh. Okay. I see what you're saying. If 2020 was a food, it would be a stirred oil dung. That tough. That tough. So a tambran. Oh, great. 2020 was a food, it would be Jacks that upset me and makes me vomit. Ugh. Jacks? Yeah, people that don't like Jacks? Meat of any kind with some, what is that, depressing looking emoji. So that means meat of any kind in a bad way. So you don't like meat? Oh, I feel sorry for you. Meat is a boss. It would be saltless oil dung with no meat. Yo. Hold on. I'm picturing it. Saltless oil dung with no meat. That painful. I want no parts. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you do?
They fighting and watching you.
You're fighting, don't fight too hard.
Nah, you had to fight to survive.
Well, I understand what you're saying. I get it.
I have a lady right here who love you a lot, but she's afraid to talk. She's 89 years of age.
Good morning.
Care of her.
I'll make sure you do that. She has everything she needs for these COVIDious times.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to wave to her.
Okay.
Tell her to say good morning. Morning, Mommy. Have a good day. Thank you. Yeah. So if 2020 was a food, what would it be?
Well, I wouldn't say a food. I'll say Zeba pig.
Zeba pig? That's the second Zeba pig I hear.
Yeah.
What Zeba pig do all you?
Zeba pig and cref mixed together.
What's cref?
Cref worm.
Oh, I know that one. Cref.
No, it's a bush what a worm grow on. Very good.
It's good for you, but it don't taste good.
Tastes good. If you put that in your mouth, you wouldn't want it again.
Ugh. Okay.
All right. Have a nice day.
You too. Bye, Mommy.
Yeah.
If 2020 was a food, it would be Papa when it is soft. Julie Mango. Julie Mango in a good way or in a bad way? No, I say about Julie Mango. Know what you're saying in the dance. Let me see. Somebody says 2020 would be Karaili. Oh, great. Let me take a break, but hold on. Let me read the rest. It would be callaloo soup. Nah. Sapodilla is not nice, but could be beneficial. Did you just insult Sapodilla? are taken off hands for Sapodilla. How dare you insult Sapodilla like that? 2020 would be a Grenadian route here. Have to have thick skin to eat it. Same as COVID-19. Stay positive and you would make it. Not all rotis does have thick skin in her. But I see how you're saying. You only had to fight through all that flour. Cocoa tea with flour and it tastes good. Without the flour, add a little coconut instead. So that is in a good way or in a bad way? Soup without dumpling. You know what? I'm on board with that one. Soup without dumpling. It would taste like local cuckoo, rough. Online, all real creative. If 2020 was a food, it would be some rotten pig head. Smell it, you die. Touch it, you die. It's miles away, but still making you sick. Gosh, lass. Are you kill me? Let me see. If 2020 was a food, it would be fig and saltfish sauce. In a good way or in a bad way? I need to take a break, but this is good. I come with the next thing just now. Corn pork that making worms. Ugh. 2020 is like a cookie popper bitter. Lots of 2020 could hear all here. All right, let me see. Let me make sure 2020 it wouldn't be a fruit. It would be nice because you made my day. Julie Mango in a bad way? Nope. I refuse to get on board with that one. Julie Mango is a shot. All right, let me take a break and come back inside. And then when I come back inside, y'all going to tell me what y'all doing today. But you're adding something to it. Stick and stay. This is GBN Classic and Hot 98. We'll be right back.
I'm reaching my dreams with GOT. They're the ones for me. I'm reaching my dreams with GOT. They're the ones for me. Since 1983, they've been serving the country, and we like all their financing, giving the people what they want, what they need, what they love. Come and join the family that's here for you all the way. From birth to graduation, your first job to your home, and your car through your golden years.
The GT Credit Union has been actively supporting nation building through its many sponsorships and the programs including financial literacy quiz, Pass the Torch Calypso program, junior cooperatives in secondary schools, CPEA, and the TAMCC grants. The credit union has helped many people make their dreams come true. Let them help you with yours. You don't have to be a teacher to be a member. So what are you waiting for?
GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
Total is one of the world's largest oil companies with a top quality line of lubricants. Total Lubricants has a full product line from passenger cars, motorcycle, heavy industrial equipment, mining, trucking, agriculture, and manufacturing machines and vehicles. Total Lubricants, winning championships in motorsports, including Formula One and World Rally Championships. Total Lubricants are available at all Rubis service stations, leading automotive shops, and distributed by Huggins.
Protect yourself and our community from COVID-19. Wash your hands frequently with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. If soap and water are not available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer with at least 70% alcohol. Use a tissue when blowing your nose, sneezing, or coughing. Immediately discard the tissue properly and wash or sanitize your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Let's do our part to ensure that each and every Grenadian remains healthy. To stay up to date, visit the Government of Grenada's webpage or the Ministry of Health's Facebook page. For more information, contact the Ministry of Health's hotline by calling 53-VIRUS. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by the Ministry of Health.
wait to see my granddaughter.
Feel good facts. Help prevent cold and flu by washing your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. That's the time it takes to remove most germs. No soap and water? No worries when you've got alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
Barriers. Going beyond the ordinary. Examining the stories beyond what meets the eyes. GBN gets to the meat of the matter. Join us on GBN Television, Classic Radio, gbn.gd, or on Facebook via your smartphones and other devices. We take you beyond the headlines every Monday night at 8:30 p.m. We are GBN, rated number 1.
Stop the spread of germs that can make you and others sick. Cover your nose and mouth with a tissue when you cough or sneeze. If you don't have a tissue, use your elbow. Wash hands often, especially after coughing or sneezing into a tissue.
Welcome back to Good Morning Grenada. It is 12 minutes on to the hour of 8 o'clock. Before I move on to the next topic, I'm just going to read some of those on WhatsApp that catch me. Somebody says it would be half-cooked curry. It keeps you away from work. It will be rice and peas without enough peas or white rice. Lentil pea soup. Food would be pilau cooked with white rice, and it takes long to dry. When it does dry, it burns. Last fall, hold on, there was something called cornmeal. It would be a layer fowl. You have to pressure cook that. If 2020 was a food I would not eat, I'd rather catch gas. That's tough. If you'd rather catch gas than eat 2020, things coconias. All right, next topic. This morning we are going to look forward to what's taking place today. It is a nice Thursday. We had some showers of blessings overnight. Today it should be a sunny day. Positive thinking. It's going to be a good day. So what are your plans today? Staying home. I repeat, staying home, eh? What are your plans today? And when you tell me what your plans are, finish it by saying, just add, like a boss after it. So whatever you're doing today, like a boss. I'm going to be working like a boss. All right, let me go. Come, entertainment. Let me know what all you're doing while I'm working. Let me know what you're all doing at home. Good morning. What are you doing today?
Good morning. And I am doing my schoolwork because I'm in PBC, like a boss.
Like a boss. All right, have a good one. Continue to study good. What form are you in?
Form 1.
Form 1. Okay, you're in a good place. Have a good one. All right.
Thank you.
Like a boss. What are you doing today? Let me know and finish it like a boss. I would be doing Porgy's fish pilau like a boss. Hey. Oh no, I lie. Auntie Pam. If 2020 was a food, it would be Porgy's fish pilau. Jeez. Uncle Porgy, Auntie Pam don't look very much impressed with your pilau at all. What a good lady teeth. Oh, great. What would you be doing today and finish it like a boss? Just add like a boss at the end. Good morning.
Good morning. Same old, like a boss.
Okay. Same old, like a boss. What would you be doing today like a boss? All right, let's go. Hold on. Washing dirty clothes like a boss. I will be planting like a boss. I'm going to be teaching my kids their schoolwork like a boss. I'm doing my final thesis like a boss in London. Big up your whole self. Making Bailey's cheesecake like a boss. Hiena, on peace, please. Today's cherry cheesecake day, but we're going to substitute for Bailey's cheesecake. Tell me where to pick it up. Let me know where to pick it up. You look at make my mouth water. I have a Zoom class with my history students like a boss. Audio taping students assignments like a boss. We have a lot of teachers. Good morning to all the teachers across the nation making virtual school work. And we all have a little, to me it should be a little bit extra work, but a little less work, if that makes sense. You don't have to go to the classroom and run behind the children and ensure that they eat and keep their clothes tidy, but you still have more work to do because now you have to do it online and get it online and make sure all the children paying attention online, which could be difficult to manage. So you have more work to do but less work to do. That makes sense? So big up all the teachers around the island. Big up all your whole selves. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. Can I come off here, please? I want to give you some information.
Well, not at the moment. Maybe after 8.
Okay, then.
All right. Let's see. I will be cooking oil long with a lot of greens like a boss. I want everybody that cooking, let me know where you're living. Breaking curfew like a boss? What? Jokes aside, I'll stay inside like a boss. I was about to call the popo for you. Online teaching, very demanding, like a boss. Go in and get rabbit food like a boss. Where you get rabbit food? Vine. I remember neighbors used to pick Vine to feed the rabbit. What are you doing today? Like a boss. I'm going and sit in the school and do my Zoom classes to remind the students the term just start. Like a boss. Oh, great. Quarantining like a boss. Farming like a boss. Big up the farmers. What are you doing today? Like a boss? Since I can't sleep and always up, finish my housework. So I'll be sleeping like a boss. Oh, I wish I could sleep like you, man. Going in the garden like a boss. I'ma play game and read my book like a boss. I like you, Trevor. What is it? B2 React? What are you doing today like a boss? Oh, great. Good morning.
Morning.
How you do?
I'm okay, thanks.
And what are you doing today like a boss?
What I'm doing today like a what?
Like a boss.
Like a boss?
Mm-hmm. To the best of your ability. What are your plans today?
Working hard.
Working hard like a boss.
Yes.
All right. Have a good one.
But I wanted to tell you about what keeps me up at night.
What keeps you up at night?
When I eat cheesecake, it gives me indigestion and it keeps me up in the night.
Oh, well then, anytime people bring cheesecake for you, send it for me, okay?
Oh, I'll do that.
All right, have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Oh, great. What are you doing today like a boss? Crocheting face mask like a boss. Oh, nice. I want one. For free. Crocheting face mask. Big up yourself. That's a business. See? Business. Calling parents and students to give them Edmodo class codes like a boss. Teachers, big up all yourselves. My daughter says she'll be doing her schoolwork like a boss. Big up your whole self. Concentrate. Don't get distracted. We still in school, but we home. I'll be watching my shows by myself like a boss. What kind of shows? It best be GBN. Waiting for water to rinse my clothes like a boss. Oh, great. Where you living? Let me talk to Nawasa for you. I will be cleaning like a boss. Doing CXC past papers like a boss. Big up your whole self. Continue studying. Continue doing what you're doing. We're in COVIDious times, but you gotta do what you gotta do. CXC past papers it is. Good. Oh, I think this is my favorite one. Hear it. Admiring you like a boss. Big up your whole self. Big up your whole self, that person that admire me. And what is that profile picture? And the person picture is Julie Mango. You see, my peoples. I go in and storm my sister's pot like always, like a boss. Okay, what's Sissy cooking? Let me know if it's a storm the pot too. Cooking, stewing, and sun sauce like a boss. Just joking. Finding new games for my autistic grandson like a boss. That's nice. Oh, give him a hug for me. I will be making small cushions like a boss. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm blessed.
Nice.
Hats off to the police officers, doctors, and nurses, frontline workers like a boss. Take a bow.
Nice. I like that. Thank you. Take a bow like a boss. I like it. Thank you very much. Staying home and completing an order of 200 face masks like a boss. What? Business booming. It sounds like a lot of work, but at the end of the day, it's gonna pay off. Business up. Business turn up. Playing snakes and ladder like a boss. Long time I play snakes and ladder, boy. Bring back memories. Good. Oh, that person busy, boy. What are you going to be doing today like a boss? Eating and sleeping like a boss. Don't eat too much. All the thing ain't go cornious with the eating. By the way, you have a very cute profile picture. Eating and sleeping like a boss? You have a very cute profile picture. Oh, little baby. Mom making potato pudding like a boss. I want. I have no shame in my begging game. I want. What are you doing today like a boss? Let me know. Ooh. Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you do?
All right.
What are you doing today?
I'm avoiding stresses and maintaining my peace like a boss.
I like it. Good luck. Oh gosh. Miss, let me clap. Avoid thing that's stressing you out and jeopardizing your mental health. Avoid it to the fullest like a boss. I like that one. Distributing face masks to give away to those who don't have like a boss. That's nice. Community service. That's a good one. Distributing food packages to the less fortunate like a boss. Keep it up. Big up yourself. Keep it up. Another one. Sewing face masks too like a boss. What? We have a lot of mask makers on the WhatsApp. Big up all yourselves. Business booming. Doing my schoolwork like a boss. That's nice. Keep it up, everybody. What more? Good morning.
Morning.
Hi. How you do?
All right, any day.
I hear you. All is well?
Yes, I am for the time being.
All right. What are you doing today?
My boss today, what I'm making dry pea soup.
Dry pea soup like a boss. All right.
Yes.
You putting pigtail in it?
Yes.
Well, that good pea soup. Pea soup. All right. Have a good one.
Yeah, you do.
All right. Now, good pea soup there, boy. Once the pig involved. Goodness. Pig and dumpling? That's what I need in a pea soup. If 2020 was a food, it would have been sour green pea soup. Ugh. Yeah. Helping my sisters do their schoolwork like a boss. Nice. Guidance. All right. I think that's all the time we have. Today, I will be supervising my adopted and my 2 grandsons complete their assignments that are sent by the teachers and also plan work for my students too, like a boss. It pays to have a teacher in the family all the time. Let me quickly check the social media before we go to the BBC. Go to the garden like a boss, watch it and laugh like a boss. Going to work at a nursing home to cook dinner like a boss in Maryland. Be safe. Going into the nursing home, make sure you don't bring it and make sure you don't get it. You know what I'm talking about. Be safe out there in Maryland and continue doing the job that you're doing. Editing video lessons for my students like a boss. Stay inside, clean, eat, and sleep like a boss. Getting ready to teach my class online like a boss. Big up all the teachers. Going on the beach in my mind like a boss. I like that. Going on the beach in my mind like a boss. Yeah, that's why we could do it right now. As soon as they open up the country, Open up the country, let we go in the beach. All right, thank you guys so much for participating. It's time to join the BBC for the 8 a.m. newscast. Those of you that are sticking and staying on Classic and, of course, Hot 98, you know this is where the vibes are at. Those of you sticking on GBN, it's your information center for everything that you need to know, especially COVID-19. Let's join the BBC for the 8 a.m. newscast. Have yourselves a very blessed Thursday. Hold on, let me go back by my tune. Hold on there, Timmy. Wait. Don't try to tie me up. Bye, everybody.
If you feel it,